Sit back and throw one back with your pinky in the air and a middle finger to the world and join me, the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, as we look back on this day in pro wrestling history. But before we do, put that drink down, like, share, and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get our wrestling history on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is April 21st, and we're going to start off as we always do on a positive note. That's right, these are your pro wrestling birthdays. 1914, Angelo Savoldi. 1958, Brutus the Barber Beefcake. 1963, Miguel Perez Jr. 1971, Axel Rotten. 1978, Ezekiel Jackson. 1985, Jay Lethal. And last but not least, 1989, Nikki Cross. Of course, on the flip side of that coin, your pro wrestling deaths for April 21st. 2005, All Japan Pro Wrestling Enhancement Talent, Wild Angus. 2015, Smoky Mountain Wrestling Enhancement Talent, Ron White. Alright, enough of the sad stuff. It's time to get to the meat and potatoes. That's right, these are your pro wrestling history highlights for April 21st. 1973, Giant Baba defeats Mark Lewin in the finals of the first ever All Japan Pro Wrestling Champion Carnival Tournament. 1979, Mike George defeats Jerry Stubbs in New Orleans, Louisiana for the Mid-South Wrestling Louisiana Heavyweight title. 1980, Ken Patera defeats Pat Patterson for the WWF Intercontinental title in Madison Square Garden. This is the first time that the Intercontinental title is decided in the ring, as Patterson, the first champion, quote-unquote, won the belt in a fictitious tournament in Rio de Janeiro. 1984, Ricky Steamboat defeats Dick Slater for the United States Heavyweight title in Greensboro, North Carolina, starting his third reign. It would be over a decade before Steamboat would win this title again. 1985, the AWA present AWA Starrcade 85. In the main event, Jerry Blackwell and Sergeant Slaughter defeat King Tonga, Sheikh Adnan Al-Qasi, and the Masked Superstar in a steel cage handicap match. And last but not least, 1998. Scott Steiner was arrested for threatening an Atlanta Department of Transportation worker, then hitting him twice with his Ford pickup truck when the worker, who was directing traffic, wouldn't let Steiner down a lane that was being worked on. The worker was not seriously injured. Those were your short but sweet pro wrestling history highlights for April 21st. I'm the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, and we'll see you tomorrow.